Hi, I'm Seth Curtin, and this is my self-portrait for my Introduction to Humanities class. The first work that I feel represents me is the novel The Old Man and the Sea. It was written by Ernest Hemingway in 1952, toward the end of his career. It is a short novel about an old man who has lived his life as a marlin fisherman in Cuba, and he had a prolonged dry spell where he could not catch a fish. He was running out of money, but he didn't know any other way of life. Um, his friends and family started to doubt him, but one day he hooked into the catch of a lifetime, a fish that would have given him more than enough money to make up for what he had lost during his dry spell. Um, it took him days to reel in on his own. People thought he was dead, but he couldn't risk cutting the line. He had to make the money. My personal connection to this is through the narration of the protagonist of the book. He had such respect, not only for the fish, but for his surroundings, and he had this respect that I share as a fisherman myself. I always want to appreciate uh, the fish and the natural environment, and I felt really connected to this character who had such respect, and it really um, internally destroyed him when a group of sharks smelled the blood from the marlin and ruined the meat of this uh, gorgeous fish as he was pulling it in. I felt really connected to this book, and it served as kind of an inspiration to me to keep working when times get tough and it feels like I haven't had a break in a long time. The second piece that I feel represents me is the house named Fallingwater, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935. Um, he really wanted this house to coexist with the natural landscape. Um, I myself am an environmental science and policy major, and what I really want to do with my life and with my career is help people coexist with the environment in a way that we're not doing right now. Have this sort of sustainability that I feel is exemplified in Fallingwater. Even though there's a big house there, they kept the natural beauty surrounding this house. Um, they kept a large forest preserve. They built it over a river that was already there. They didn't alter the natural landscape too much. Um, this house was really truly impressive in the way it was constructed. It was built with many cantilevers, as you can see, and even though it was built in the 1930s, it really has more of a mid-century modern type design and seems ahead of its time. The third piece of my self-portrait is Washington Crossing the Delaware. It was painted by Emanuel Lutz in 1851, and I really feel that it represents my appreciation and interest in American history. Uh, this was really considered a key turning point in the Revolutionary War, um, where Washington took a lot of his soldiers by barge over the Delaware River and captured many Hessian soldiers on the other side. And it was really an impressive feat of creativity and innovation that I've always been connected to, and I feel that represents not only me, but America as well. The fourth piece I feel represents me is the JFK Presidential Library and Museum. It was designed by I.M. Pei and officially opened in 1979. I feel that this building really represents President Kennedy and the state of Massachusetts itself. Being from Massachusetts, you can see Kennedy's legacy not only in this building, but in the Logan Airport. If you visited it last year, you would have seen a sort of celebration of what would have been President Kennedy's 100th birthday. Um, they had a lot of facts about him and some very interesting portraits of Kennedy and his life. So you can still see his legacy present in the state to this very day. And my personal connection to this building is that I actually won a mock debate in the replica Senate chambers for a field trip for my AP government class in my senior year of high school. And that was actually a really significant thing in my academic career because it kind of showed that I knew what I was talking about, and I could stand up to someone who was challenging me in the realm of American society and debate, which has always been important to me. The fifth piece in my self-portrait is the song Danny California, written by the Red Hot Chili Peppers in 2006. I grew up listening to this song and this music, as well as my friends listening to this music. And I feel that it's really representational of my generation, as the song describes, a person who leaves home and wants to explore the world, but makes the wrong decisions. Even though this person made the wrong decisions, I still feel like the desire to get up and get out of the house and explore is something really persistent in a lot of the people in this generation. And this type of music is very impactful on its listeners. And this has always been a song that I've felt is important to me in the realm of music. This has been my self-portrait. I hope you've all enjoyed it.